So here we go on another round of the Dear Abby questions you guys asked. I'm going to answer them. FYI, I don't answer repeated questions, so if I've answered it before, I won't answer it here. You have to go back and look at the other videos, which are in my YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, because sharing is caring, and it makes me happy and stuff. Anyway, so without further ado, let's take it away. Liana Martinez asks, leggings as pants. What's your opinion on that? I love leggings. I'm a big fan of Black Milk and Gold Bubble leggings because they are very comfortable. I'm a big fan of them because they are well made and because I like art on the leggings. I'm not a huge fan of like jeggings or random leggings. I like art pieces that I can style and that look cool with boots or I can accessorize. So that's my favorite thing about leggings. Let's see. Lee? I'm sorry if I said that wrong. Which convention out there is still one you want to attend and cosplay at least once? There are so many conventions I would love to attend. New York Comic Con for one. I would love to go to that. I would love to go to MCM in London. I would like to cosplay there. Let's see what else. There's just so many conventions I would love to attend and experience, and to see different people around the country would be amazing. Pepsi or Coke? Coke. Especially when they're in the bottle and you put them in the freezer for a couple minutes. Oh, so good. What is the strangest compliment you have ever been given while cosplaying? Mike Turner asks. Also, if you had a magical ring that would allow you to perfectly cosplay anybody, who would you be? I think the strangest compliment I ever got was like, I like your ears or something. And I didn't have my ears showing, so that was a little odd, but okay. And the magical ring to cosplay anyone or anything. And he also put in there change height, weight, gender, etc. I would be a Jaeger. Seriously? Gypsy Danger from Pacific Rim. Magic ring, yes. Nafis asked, what was your most difficult costume to make and what was your favorite? Already answered that in another video. You gotta go look. Funniest thing to happen at a con. Oh, there's too many stories about this. I've told you guys about the Hammer story with Nathan Fillion. I think another funny one is I accidentally had my hands in Chiara's dress at Dragon Con one time. I didn't realize who she was, and I noticed that she had a tag sticking out, so I, like, being the person I am, I reached in, was like, here, let me fix your tag. And then afterwards realized yeah. Ryan asked, why aren't high-cut bikini panties not in style anymore? I have no idea. Maybe because most of the things we wear nowadays, we don't want that line at our tummies. Top 3 favorite video games ever. Halo, Folklore, and Little Big Planet. Those are just my happy places. Which do you prefer? Asked Jared. Marvel or DC when it comes to movies? I'm going to say right now it's Marvel because I'm not liking the way DC's putting stuff together. J. Wesley Edwards asks, how do you want to be remembered after you inevitably leave this mortal coil? Someone has made somewhat of a positive influence. Bill Hall, if you can spend time with anyone that you don't know and survival is not an issue, how would it be? I'm going to say, who would it be? I would like to spend time with writers because I think they're really inventive and imaginative. So someone like Neil Gaiman, I would like to have a real, honest, good conversation with. Tim Tweed asks, have you read the Strain trilogy? I don't believe I have. Robert Weber, have you read the Rift War saga by Feist, and what do you think of it? I think I read it years ago. I would honestly have to reread it again. Jeff Neeser asked, Dear Abby, my favorite food is pie and my favorite number is pi. What are yours? My favorite food is anything that tastes good and probably I shouldn't eat. And my favorite number is 21. Taurus Maximus Jositz asks, out of all the different forms of popular media, movies, TV, comic books, anime, video games, etc., what is your favorite? And within that form, what is your favorite subject? I don't have one favorite. I am inspired and I like all different forms of media because all of it is art to me. So I really couldn't pick just one. And again, all of it is inspiring. So picking one is like picking one food for the rest of your life. It just can't happen. Um, Bobby Thompson, what is your favorite reality competition show? Chopped on the Food Network. I love Chopped. I love watching that show and seeing what they're going to put together and their creativity and stuff. Yeah, and I like Chopped. Frank Medell, what do you think of porn stars with a Z? I'm not sure if that's a person, a topic, or a group. Um, I have no personal opinion about porn stars. Everybody has to make a living, and I believe the human body is a beautiful thing. It is a work of art in itself, so whatever people choose to do with their bodies and choose to do with their lives is their own business. So that's my thing on that. First set of questions done. See you on the next one.